Hi guys, this video covers the basics of algebraic equations that we definitely need to know whether you're preparing for your CMA exam, ACCA, financial or accounting exams. Come what may, these are the basics you mandatorily need to know. So here in this video, we're going to do some basics and then we'll do some questions which are related to one or two topics from CMA. After learning the basics, we are going to do the case study where a target operating income is given to you, and then you have to calculate the number of units required to reach that specific income goal. So after I finish the basics, we'll come back to this question and there's another case study where the target income is given, which is of a higher figure. Again, we find out how to use algebraic equations to find the answer. Yeah, so let's start off with the very basics so that your algebraic equation base becomes very strong. Yeah, x plus 5 is equal to 12. Now, equation means whatever is on the left hand side. Now, this we can call it as the left hand side, and this is the right hand side. When the left hand side is equal to right hand side, that is what is making this as a equation. Correct. So now we have to find out the value of x. The general rule is whenever you have to find out this value, you have to isolate that. So that means you have to remove whatever is next to it. X plus 5 gives you 12. So x, if you want to isolate it, you have to minus 5 from here. But if you're minusing 5 here, you have to minus that from your right hand side as well. It's not because these both have to be always remaining equal. So you will do x plus 5 minus 5 is equal to 12 minus 5. So it becomes x is equal to 7. This is how you get the value of x. But please remember, sometimes students find it confusing. So you can also remember like this. X plus 5 is equal to 12. So here 5 is getting added to x. So if you want to isolate x, you have to take 5 on towards the right hand side and it becomes 12 minus 5. So this gives the answer as x is equal to 7. So you're getting the same answer. But the logic behind this is that we have to isolate this x, the uncertain variable, and for isolating whatever you do here, that has to be done here. Okay, this is the first logic which I have explained here. If you want to make it simple, just remember x plus 5 is 12, x is equal to, you have to, because you want to isolate x, you take 5 on the right hand side, it becomes 12 minus 5, 7. So whichever process you find it comfortable, you can follow that. Let's take a little bit more complicated one. Here you have 2x minus 3 is equal to 11. Now students who are doing their CMA, the ACCA, financial topics or MBA or whatever it may be, you need to know these basics in order to do certain calculations. So let's take this example. Here what do you find? 2x minus 3 is equal to 11, and you have to find the value of x. So first you will take 3 the other side. So how does it become? It will become 2x is equal to 3 is minus 3 here. So when it goes to the right hand side, it becomes plus 3. So your answer is 2x is equal to 14. Now again, this x you have to isolate. So x is equal to, now please remember, whenever it is 2x, it means it is 2 into x. So if it is getting multiplied here, when it goes to the right hand side, it has to get divided. So it is 14 divided by 2, which will give you x is equal to 7. This is a simple way of doing this. As I told you, the base I explained already, where you have to, when you isolate it, that means whatever is next to it, you have to remove that. Now minus 3, if you have to remove, you have to do plus 3 here, there also plus 3, correct? So that same concept comes, but this is a bit simpler, that's all. So whichever way you want to follow, please do that. Okay, let's take a little bit more complicated one, the variables on both the sides. So now here, your main focus should be to see to it that you're bringing all the like terms together. So if you see here, it is 3x plus 4 is equal to 5x minus 8. Like terms means, like here you have X here, here also X is there. Here there's no X, so this is not like this. These are unlike terms. Okay, so as the logic goes, in order to, make this X alone, you have to keep subtracting whatever is next to it. But let us do the simple way, a quick way of calculating it. So let us bring all the, you know, x's together. So you have 3x. Now here, when there is no sign, that means it is plus. So plus 5x, when it comes to the left hand side, it will become minus 5x is equal to, now this is minus 8 already, plus 4 is going to the right hand side. So it becomes minus 4. So 3x minus 5x. Now once they are like terms, you can subtract them. It will become, here it is plus, it is minus. So we know the rule of integers. If one is plus, one is minus, you have to minus. It will become 2x. And yes, in the rule of integers, you have to know that the bigger number, whatever sign it carries, this will also get that. So it becomes minus 2x is equal to, now both the signs, when they are same, you have to add them. So it becomes 8 plus 4, 12. The sign of the greater number, minus. So minus 2x is equal to 12. Now when minus is there on the both sides, you can just cancel that. So it becomes 2x is equal to 12. Now 2x means what? As I explained, 2 into x. This means 2 into x is equal to 12. So x becomes what? I told you, when it gets multiplied here, when it is moving to the right hand side, it gets divided. So 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. That is the answer of the uncertain variable. I hope you understood the meaning of equation. That means if you're multiplying this 3 with something and adding that to 4, you get a figure which is same as multiplying the same number with 5 and minusing with and subtracting 8 from that. Now you got x as 6. How can we confirm that? Just try it out. Now 3 into 6 plus 4. How much do you get? 6 3s are 18 plus 4, 22. Correct? Same thing, you put it at x. You got x as 6. Correct? So 5 into, on the right hand side if you see, 5 into 6 plus, sorry, it's minus 8 is equal to how much? 5 into 6 is 30, minus 8 is equal to 22. So you'll see that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. If you want me to explain it in some other way, if you want me to explain some other concept, please do let me know. Yeah. Now we are going to have a little bit higher level where you have to use the distributive property. What does it mean by distributive property? Say if you take this equation, you can see that there is a parenthesis here, bracket, correct? And 3 is outside that. So distributive property says that when you have such a situation, this 3 has to be distributed to x, as well as it has to be distributed to 4. Whatever is inside the parenthesis or brackets, you have to give it to them. It is like a teacher who's an examiner and she is distributing the papers to the students. What happens? Every student has to get a paper. Same way. 3 has to be multiplied with each and every term which is inside the bracket. That is what is the distributive property. You are distributing 3 to all the members in the bracket. Let us see how to find out the value of x in such a situation. So 3 into, as I told you, this gets multiplied with this. So there are two different ways. I'll be showing both the ways to you. Now 3, when you open the bracket, you have 3 into x is 3x plus 3 into 4 is 12 is equal to 27. Correct? So now, as I told you, we want to isolate x. So 3x is equal to minus 12. When the 12 goes right hand side, it becomes, here it is plus 12, so minus 12. This 27 is not moving from here, so the sign remains the same. So you have 3x is equal to, as I told you, one term is positive, the other is negative, so you will have to minus it. So 27 minus 12, how much does it give you? 50. Now, which is the bigger number? It will get that sign. So this is 27 is bigger, so it will be plus 50. Now 3x means 3 into x. So we are isolating x. it becomes 15. 3 is getting multiplied here, it will get divided. So you have 3 5s are 15. Your x is 5. I hope this is clear. The other way you can do it, something. Now this 3, it has to be distributed to these two, no doubt. Like you can just do it in another way. What you can do is, 1 minute, x plus 4, you can just leave it here, is equal to 27. As I told you, 3, it's getting multiplied with the whole bracket. So here, when it goes to the right hand side, it gets divided. 27 gets divided by 3. So you have x plus 4 is equal to 9. So x will be equal to what? 9 minus 4, which is equal to 5. So this way also you can solve it. Yeah. Now this is fractional equations. What is a fraction? Fraction is a part of a whole. Say if you have one apple, right? If you have one apple, you divide it into two parts, it becomes a fraction. So each part is half of the whole. I hope this is clear. So here if you see, it's x by 3. Some number, when it is divided by 3 and then 2 is added to that number, you get 5. Again, the same policy will apply. X divided by 3 is equal to 5 plus 2 goes to the right hand side, becomes minus 2. Now x divided by 3 is equal to 3, correct? Now x is equal to 3 into, here 3 is getting divided, so when it goes to the right hand side, it gets multiplied. So the answer for your x is 9. Now, students, please remember one thing. The logic, as I told you, it is not taking to the left or right. It is just like, isolating this. So here, the other way, I just want to explain this also so that those who have been following that path should not get confused. X divided by 3, correct, is equal plus 2 is equal to 5. So now, if you want to remove this plus 2, what do you have to do? You have to minus 2 from both the sides. So you have x by 3 plus 2 minus 2 is equal to 5 minus 2. This is a bit confusing. You don't need to get into that much of detail. That is why I'm not going to again calculate this way. But I just want to make it clear to all of you, if at all you've been following this path, so you should not get confused. So now you have x divided by 3 is equal to 3. Okay. Now this 3, if you want to remove, you have to multiply this left hand side with 3. So this also should be multiplied same way. So you will have 6x divided by 3 into 3 is equal to 3 into 3. So what's your answer? X is equal to 9. This is the exact logic, but this is a simple way of doing it. That's it. Okay, now this is a multi-step mastery here we are going to do. As I told you again, please bring all the like terms together. So from if this equation, if you say 32x, this 2x, it is plus here. The sign, if there is no sign, that means it's plus. Plus 2x, when it comes to the left hand side, it will become minus 2x is equal to, already 5 is here, minus 4 is here, and this minus 1, when it comes to the right hand side, it becomes plus 1. So what's your answer? 32x minus 2x? It is 30x. 1 plus, 1 is plus, 1 is minus, so you will do minus and the sign will be the of the greater number. So 32 is greater, 30x is equal to 5 plus 1, 6, 6 minus 4, 2. So your answer is x is equal to 2 by 30. This is the answer. So if you want to confirm whether this is correct or not, when you substitute this value of x here and find out the answer, you will get the same answer on both the sides. I hope I'm clear. There's no doubt about it. This is called a fraction. Fraction is a part of a whole. Okay, now let's do this question, which is a little bit more complicated, but somewhat similar to this. You'll definitely face in your CVP analysis, your overhead cost allocation, such topics. Okay, so 3 into this bracket is given, which means 3 has to be multiplied with each and every term of the bracket, where we have to use the distributive property. Okay, let's start off. 3 into 4x will give you 12x minus 3 2s are 6 plus 5 into x by 2 will give you 5x by 2. This is equal to 24. Now we'll keep all the like terms together and take the unlike term so to the other side. So here you have 12x plus 5 by 2x is equal to 24 plus 6. Correct? You have 12x plus, now since you have a calculator, you are allowed to take calculator in the exam, you just have to 2.5x is equal to, use a calculator and do the calculation. So 12 plus 2.5x will give you 14.5x is equal to 30. Now 14.5 is getting multiplied with x. When you take it the other side, it gets divided. So this is the answer that you have. So when you use your calculator, you can divide that and get the answers in decimals. I hope this is clear. Business algebra, what you need for your CMA. Just one example I've taken, contribution margin statements, and let me know. Now here, target operating income question is there. Calculate the units required to reach a specific income goal. Now they have given you the parameters like selling price per unit of the product is 50, variable cost per unit is 30, fixed cost total they've given 10,000 and target operating income is 5,000. How do you find out the number of units that this particular company should sell in order to earn an operating income of 5,000? Let us do the question. Okay, we all know that as per the contribution margin statement, how do you find out the operating income? You have the total sales minus the variable cost. This is the solution we are doing here. Minus fixed cost will give you your operating income. Operating income. Now let us see here, sales per unit they've given. We do not have the total value of the sales. So let's take it as 50, X into the selling price per unit. The number of units you're taking. Let number of units B is equal to X. So when you're selling X units, X number of units at 50 per unit, this will be the total sales value. From that, you have to minus all the variable cost, whether it is manufacturing, whether it is admin, everything. So it is 30. Now variable cost also we have per unit, correct? So into X. 30 into X minus what is the fixed cost? They have already given us, it is 10,000 is equal to the operating income. Operating income is before the taxes, please remember that. 5,000. EBIT, we can also call it as EBIT if there is no other, no, it's better to call it as operating income only. So you have 5,000. Now this is why I told you the knowledge of algebraic equations is very, very important, because there are only such questions in your CVP analysis. So now these two are like terms, correct? So we'll do 50 minus 30, 20 into X is equal to, now minus 10,000, you carry it to the right hand side and it becomes plus 10,000. So you get 20x is equal to 15,000. So what is x? How many number of units you should produce in order to earn an operating income of 5,000? It will be 15,000 divided by 20, because it's getting multiplied here, there it will be divided. So how much is that? 0, 0 gets cancelled. So 2 sevens are 14, 2 fives are 10, 750 units. That means if you sell 750 units at 50 per unit, and suppose a variable cost per unit for that product is 30, and you have a total fixed cost of 10,000, so you earn an operating income of 5,000. This is very, very, very important. You'll certainly see that in the exam, a somewhat similar question you definitely get. So please be very thorough. Okay, now there is case study 2. Here they have increased the fixed cost has gone up, your target income has gone up, selling price has gone up, and the variable cost has gone up. So now let us see how to do it. Same thing, same formula you'll use. Sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost is equal to operating income. So let us see. The sales is how much? 100. We do not know the number of units. So x into 100 minus x into variable cost is 60 minus fixed cost is 20k. That will give you how much? The target income? 12k or 12,000. So again, we have here 100x minus 60x minus 20,000 is equal to 12,000. 100 minus 60, they are like terms, you can subtract them. So it is 40x is equal to 12,000 minus 20,000. When it goes to the right hand side, it becomes plus 20,000. So you have 40x is equal to 32,000. And x will be equal to 40 is getting multiplied, so there it will get divided. 32,000 divided by 40. So you have 4 8s are 32,800 units. That means if you need a higher target income of 12,000, you have to sell at least 800 units in order to get an operating income of 12,000. Now, this question is for all of you to do it. The only difference is here that the target income is given as the after-tax income. I would like all of you to solve this question and let me know the answers in the comment box. I'll definitely get back to you with the correct answer. So, best wishes for your exam preparation. Take care. Anything you would like to ask me, please do post in the comment. I will definitely come back to you with the answer.